Hello. Water saving and water reclamation never really interested me until recently. Two things: one, I retired, and two, the water company that I use put my bill up about 40% this summer. The last thing you want when you retire is bills going up 40%. My water company give you a double charge. They charge you for every litre of water that you have, and then they charge you for 95% of the water you've had going back down the drain. So if I pay for 100 litres of water, they then charge me for 95 litres of water going down the drain. I am contesting this with my water company, and I'm in talks with them at the moment, and I've fitted a sub-meter to hose pipes and other things. Why I contested it was I have a koi pond where I put several hundred litres of water every couple of weeks into over summer. It's been a very dry summer, so I've been topping the pond up once a week. I have a greenhouse, I water the plants in there. I have a vegetable garden, a raised vegetable garden. I'm watering that. So all that water does not go back down the drain, but that's another story. So I've come up with several ways to save water, and a little project I've started to reclaim water from my roof. I'd just like to show you them in case you were interested, and I'm pretty sure when I put all these things into place, I should be able to get some big reduction off my water bill, and it should come in below this year's rises on the bill, hopefully. So I'll show you some are very simple, quick fixes, and some are a bit more involved. One of the easiest and cheapest ways to saving a lot of water is this. On the end of our hose, we used to have this screw type of hose fitting, and we'd use this for watering plants, washing cars off. We have chickens running around washing their poop up, but as you're going from one task to another, you could be lazy and you'd leave it running all the time. So the thing that you think will save us a lot, surprisingly, is this gardener trigger gun. You can adjust the flow and pressure. It's a quick on and off with the trigger. You can adjust your spray. So like that now, that's not on. Quick spray, wash the bird poop up, water the plants if you want to spray, and it's on. So as you're walking from one place to another, it's on or off. And surprising when you'd lay the hose down sometimes, go move something, go open a door, and that water's just wasting away. So that cost me £16, which is quite an expensive one. You can get them for a couple of quid, but I think that is a cheap, quick way of saving a lot of water. The other steps that I've taken to conserve water and hopefully cut the water bill down are I've installed isolation valves to both the hot and cold water in both the bathroom and the sink taps. So now this is actually half the flow that it was a few weeks ago. So when you're brushing your teeth and people leave the tap running while they're brushing the teeth, you're wasting all that water, but now it's half the flow and it's still ample. So that was quite an easy job to do. I had to isolate the water for the house and fitted them on the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink. Don't get me wrong, if I was working full time I wouldn't be doing all these jobs to save a bit of water, but I'm confident I can cut my water bill down by 50% making these few alterations that don't really have an impact on your lifestyle. The other thing I did in the bathroom was I installed a half flush button on the cistern. That was quite an expensive job. I had to buy a new cistern with a new button, which was about £80, but it was a good quality one. Every time you only use a little bit of water, there's a saving there. Yeah, I'm doing a voiceover on this segment because the volume was quite poor from my phone with the pond noise in the background. So what I've got here is an IBC that a good friend's given to me. I've stacked 4 piles of concrete blocks which bring the bottom of the IBC above the height of my highest tap, and I've bought some fittings and guttering, and I'm going to divert all the rainwater off one side of my bungalow into this 1000 litre IBC. I've run hoses and pipes underneath the garden to one tap on my pond and another tap in my greenhouse. I'll show you the two taps if you're interested at the end of this clip. For those of you who are thinking that it might be quite unsightly, I have bought a green canvas cover that covers the IBC up to blend it in to appease the wife. Yes, just to bring this video to an end, I would say the total cost of all these jobs is around the 250 mark for the pipe fittings, the cistern, hose gun, guttering and pipe work. But I hope to recuperate that money within 3 months from my water bill, and I think that's easily achievable on what is currently charging me. Thanks for watching.